Hey everyone, I have a little haul to share with you, and I will also test all the colors that I got. So first of all, these two are repurchases. This is the Core Quinacridone Gold, and this is the Daniel Smith Nickel Azo Yellow, and these are kind of like my most used yellow. Well, this is more of an orange color, alongside Naples Yellow from Schminke, but I use these on almost every painting, and the reason that I picked these brands is because of the formulation. These are not unique colors, every brand makes them, but these two, and this is true I think for most core paints, and this particular one from Daniel Smith, they are very pushy colors, and I love that quality about them because yellow is a color that really tends to muddy up. And because of the pushy formula, I can drop these, splatters, or just like even with my brush, drop it into wet watercolor, and it doesn't completely muddy up. It just blends beautifully, and it kind of pushes its way into the other colors. And so I love these. I love the colors, but I love them also for that pushy quality to them. And then I'm probably going to make some sketchbooks myself, and I wanted to test some papers, and because these are not cheap, I didn't want to buy huge blocks before I'm sure that I like them. So it's called Steinpapier. This is like stone paper, and this is by the company is my local art store, but I'm sure that they get this from other companies. And this, it just says stone paper, watertight, 100% cellulose free, no bleaching agents or acids, tear proof. And as you can see, it's very, very smooth, and it is quite thin, which would make it great for a sketchbook. I haven't tried it. I have a feeling like this paper is kind of holds the water, sort of like marker paper, but we'll see. As I said, I'm not familiar. Maybe we can just, what do I have here? Just take some watercolors and see how it reacts. Yeah, it's kind of weird. So I'll have to try, because I use really mixed media for a lot of my paintings. I think I just need to try kind of everything and see how it works on this paper. So this is pastels, and it actually works beautifully with pastels, which is good because I love using pastels. These are the Neocolor 2. So this is really interesting. If you're familiar with this paper, then please leave me a comment and tell me how you like to use it and with what. It seems here like this would work well for ink and markers. I don't use a ton of markers, but I definitely appreciate how they work, when you want to do things fast. So nothing is transferring, that is good. And yeah, I'm excited to try it because if it works with my kind of mediums, then it would be great for sketchbooks. So this is one paper. And then another paper that I wanted to try is the bamboo sketch. I've recently got the bamboo mixed media paper, not to be confused with the bamboo watercolor paper, which I don't like and I didn't like. Their mixed media paper is lovely. It's not my favorite for watercolors, but for really like mixed media and acrylics and markers and pencils, and I think this one, I think I used the bamboo mixed media. So it just works really well, and I really enjoy using it. But I wanted to try the sketch. Again, more with the thought of using this in a sketchbook. They also have sketchbook with this paper, but they're quite expensive, and so I thought I will just get a small pad and see how I like it. And then this is like kind of like vellum paper, transparent paper. Let me open it and show you. I thought this would also be fun to include in sketchbooks. just because these are just, I really like how they feel, especially with pencils. And so I think it would be really fun to have them in a sketchbook. So I got that. And as usual, I got a pad of these. These are unnamed watercolor papers from Hannemühle. This is how it looks. I have no idea if you can find these anywhere. I know that they have always a pile of these at my local art store, and I always get them because they're my favorite watercolor paper. They are super, super heavyweight. You can see 435 GSM or 200 pounds. And they are bright white. If you watch any of my process videos from the recent probably year, painting with watercolors, it's always on this paper, and it works beautifully for my kind of style and techniques. A few other things before I get into the really fun part. I got this matte varnish. This is for oils and acrylic. It's a spray, and I have a few pieces in oil and in acrylic that I want to varnish, and I prefer a matte finish. So I bought this, and I also wanted just like a liquid varnish, and the only thing I could find in my shop was satin matte. So this is like a satin matte finish, which I'm not sure how much I like it. So I got the small bottle to try this and see how it looks. Usually I prefer a matte finish, like a very, very matte finish. But for some reason they only had it in spray, and I also wanted a liquid formula. So we'll see. Now for a few fun things. I got this one I got this color. This is from Sennelier, and I'm not sure if I like this whole format, but I wanted to get this color because, if you don't know, I really love these kind of earthy, olivey, yellow, green colors. This is called light olive green. As you can see, it's abstract acrylic paint from Sennelier, 120 mils. The number is 812. And what I like about this one is that it is opaque. I really love painting with opaque paints recently, and for some reason I struggle to find greens that I like that are also opaque. So this one, I bought the little tube to try it. I'm not like in love with it. This is a shade I like more, and this is also not completely opaque. It's just like semi-opaque. So finished this. This one is going to the trash, and then hopefully this one will be fun to use. And then I also got a few inks, because I've also been really enjoying painting with inks. It's usually not a first layer for me. In the past, I've started many paintings with like fluid inks, and it didn't really work for me, but lately I'm doing more of a controlled use of them. And I have quite a few, but I felt like I had a few holes in my color range that I wanted to fill. And I got these two. These are so expensive here, but I absolutely love these colors, and I know that I use them. And so I wanted to have them also in a fluid formula. This is the fluorescent magenta. You can see the colors here. And fluorescent violet. I love these as they are, and also mixed with white. And I just love the formula of the golden high flow, even though they're insanely expensive. And then these ones at least are European brands, so they're not so expensive. And I got, again, these are all opaque. These are not, but I don't think these colors really exist in a super opaque version. But these are all opaque. And this one is from Schminke. Again, it's just acrylic ink. I really prefer a very fluid formula. And this is, they have a few colors. You'll see they come in these glass bottles, but the label is different. The one that is black and says total cover are very opaque. And as I've said, I'm like really into these kinds of colors. So let me actually swatch these for you. You can try this paper, see what it does. Let's take a new piece. Interesting, very interesting. It's kind of giving me Yupo vibes, but it's, I don't know, just feels weird. So let's see, the color is chromium oxide green. Interesting color. Then we have, this one is olive green light from Amsterdam. Nice. This one I'm very excited about. Again, this is opaque. This is turquoise green. You have to shake it well. See, it's a little bit of a different color when you shake it. Pretty, very, very pretty. I have a very famous color from Golden, like their teal, and it's just, I don't know, I have to shake it really well, and it's still not perfectly mixed, and it's just a little bit not really working. This one, another one with opaque one, so I guess you have to shake them well. This is quinacridone rose light, very kind of like bubblegum pink, which I like. I think it is safe to say that I like most pinks. So these will be fun to use, and then let's do the fluorescent ones. I love the Golden fluorescent magenta. It has, I have like a regular acrylic jar of it, and it's just really, really pretty. These have a little bit of an odor, I find. So if you're sensitive, you might want to, I don't know, test them or something. So this is fluorescent violet, and when you add white to this, it's beautiful. Trust me. And then this one is the magenta. Fun. And if we're already trying, let's try this one as well. So this is not ink. This is more of a heavy body paint. Whoops. You can see it's quite heavy. It really holds its shape, the paint. Whoops. Let's make a mess. But it's a really pretty shade of green, if you like this kind of green. I'm quite impressed with this paper. It's really interesting. I think, yeah, it mostly reminds me of Yupo paper with its behavior. I don't know, like I didn't really know this kind of paper existed, stone paper. So feel free to share info in the comments if you have some valuable information. I think it'll be a really interesting option for a sketchbook. It doesn't seem to really buckle, and it just kind of holds the water on the surface. The way that all these inks behave on it really remind me of like Yupo and alcohol inks. So we'll see. Yeah. Good times, good times. Anyway, that is my little haul. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video very soon.